This is a short video to demonstrate breast lymphatic drainage massage. And for that, I am joined by Kimberley Rose.
Thank you.
Qualified aromatherapist.
Yeah.
So Kim's going to explain why we need to do breast lymphatic drainage massage, how often, how we do it, what oils we can use, and what are the benefits.
So I think it's important that I first explain about the lymphatic system within the body.
Okay.
And basically the easiest way to describe it is it's sort of an undercurrent of a sewage system that goes with the blood flow throughout the entirety of the body. Now, it's also important to know that most of our lymph nodes and where we drain is actually on the left side of our body. Now, that doesn't matter if you're male or female, it's the same for all of us.
Okay.
And it's so important that we drain the lymph on a regular basis. If we don't, those toxins sit within our system. And that's when we become prone to colds, flus, generally feeling run down. Because if you think about it, if you're in a stressed state constantly, you've got all that cortisol running around your body and it's got nowhere to go and it sits within the body.
And the lymphatic fluid helps to pull out all the toxins and the waste and move it out, around the body. So for women, if you were wearing tight fitting bras, tops, then that fluid would stay around the cells and stagnate. Same as if you were not moving, you were to desk or sat down for long periods of time.
Yeah, and I think it's really important to explain that the lymphatic drainage system only can do its job through movement. That's the most important thing. So if we're sat at a desk, if we're sat on the sofa and we're not moving, which half of us don't as much as we should do, that will just sit within the body.
And so if women aren't doing breast massage or they're wearing tight-fitting tops and they've got all this stagnated fluid, what could be the problem with the breast? What sort of things might women see in the breasts? Might they see painful breasts or any swollen breasts? Would they see those sort of things if they'd got stagnated kind of fluid around the breast?
Yeah, during menstruation we're prone to enlarged breasts anyway. Having personally suffered myself,
Me too. I get lumpy, painful breasts.
They can be so sore that you actually can't touch them. So that's why it's so important to do this on a regular basis. Doing it at least once a week, at least once a day, as much as you can. You will notice come menstruation a massive difference.
And is there any time that you should start? So if women are watching this video and they're going to start doing the massage, do you need to start on day one? Can you start any day of your cycle doing the massage? Can you just start whenever, so they could go away and start after watching the video?
Yeah. Yep. That women can do it as we're doing it while watching this video. They can start at any point in their cycle. Each and every single day. At the end of each day, I dedicate 20 minutes to myself. And I don't think that's a lot of time. I think as people, we can spare 20 minutes. Once I get into bed and I've done my journaling, I then treat myself to a breast massage and a womb massage. And it's just a real nice way to end my day. A lot of the times, when you talk about breast massage, there'll be a lot of sneering.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Because it's not a natural process. We're conditioned not to do this sort of work. Being a massage therapist, I come into contact with lots and lots of bodies, and touch doesn't have to be sexual, and to dedicate that time to yourself, I think is a really honorary process for your womanhood, for you personally.
And to look for changes in your breast. So those monthly, when we should get to know what's normal, normal breast size, shape, texture, then women are becoming intimately aware of any changes, aren't they? I mean, how many of us, until recently, I'm one of those that probably didn't do breast examination at all, and the breast massage is a great chance and opportunity to...
But one thing I have to stress is once you've done the massage, drink at least half a pint of water. Okay. Because again, we need to flush out all those toxins, and the way that they do it is through the kidneys and through your urine.
And could you get headaches and things if you're flushing things out? So we're going to be demonstrating it, but do women need to use any oils, or do they need to, what can they get started with? Yeah,
I think it's really important to either have a cream, an oil. Coconut oil is a beautiful oil. that you can use.
So they don't have to go and spend a lot of money buying expensive carrier oils. They can have like the coconut oil and a nice cream just to...
Yeah, just anything that sort of lubricates your hands, really.
And an actual essential oil. So we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
I know you're the expert, so we can have a look at the
Yeah.
oils.
Yeah, there's a couple of essential oils that I'd recommend specifically for breast massage. First one is clary sage. It mimics the effects of estrogen. I just want to make it clear, it doesn't contain estrogen, but it mimics the effect of estrogen.
So let's get on some breast massage.
Yeah, fab.
And like Kim said, it can feel a bit strange doing this first. It's like when you're on a beach and you're in the bikini or whatever. But we're going to visualise that self-care and the cleansing and the drainage.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's really important to visualise the drainage, but again, also to give yourself, your body just thanks. Clearly, we're covered up for public purposes. But it's important that you do it, at least topless, and you do it skin to skin. So the first thing you want to do is to stimulate blood flow to the breast. Okay. So the easiest way to do that is to move around, literally.
So I'm just cupping.
Yeah. So you just cup in and you can feel...
And you alternate.
Yeah. And you'll literally, if you just run your fingers...
And that actually, you could feel the lumpy underneath.
Yeah.
And I'm just finishing a kind of a period, so they settle down, but you can just feel...
Yeah.
So the lumps and bumps and
I'm in day 8 of my cycle, so I've just finished menstruation, but you can literally feel like all the lumps and bumps.
And just give it a good, you almost feel like a good clean.
Yeah. So stimulate the blood flow, that's the easiest thing to do. And then where you can feel the lumps, you kind of want to imagine that you're draining them. So the easiest way to do it is to move it towards your armpit, because your lymph nodes flow all the way under here. And so what you want to do is move it away.
So
down to your left-hand side. So you'll do it to this side.
All right, so I'm doing it that way.
And so the way to do that is what you want to do is when you're doing it.
So it's not under the arm, it's always to the left.
Always to the left, and then so when you're doing it on the right-hand side, it's important that you move it across. And move it under. There are lymph nodes that sit underneath here.
So I'm pulling it.
But it's important that you.
But then you can do that movement round, but then always drain it.
So that one is just for the blood flow.
Right, and then
pure little blood flow.
Then you're doing, and it feels there's like it's a nice sensation, but a warm sensation.
And it just feels
comfort,
cleansing.
Yeah,
and as just part of your, just to say thanks to your body. It feels really nurturing.
And we have them tight, don't we? We don't want them to move. We're almost embarrassed about our breasts.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're like, oh no, we don't want to see them. And people crouch over, don't they? And I haven't got big breasts, but you can get embarrassed and I don't want anyone to see them. And because they're seen as a sexual, or we perceive them to be seen as a sexual thing. Yeah. Rather than a nurturing thing. And it's like, oh, I don't want anyone looking at them. Yeah. So we hide away from them. Mm-hmm. And that's a lot of negative energy into the breast tissue, isn't it? It's like it's saying, oh. Yeah.
So even, when it's on the right, remember to stimulate the blood first.
Yeah, so stimulate the blood first.
And
almost warming them up, and then you're moving it away. So
because that's what we need. We need movement. So remember that, the blood flow and the movement, and literally, and then from the right-hand side, you'll push it over to the left, and you'll push it out.
Well, that feels... comforting already, doesn't it?
Just feels really cleansing, and it's just lovely
and easy. We could go on for it. And how long do women need to spend doing that? Like we said, people are busy, and you do 20 minutes, which is amazing. But is there a set amount of time to be beneficial, sort of 5 minutes? Or obviously you won't want to just do that and rub your cream on. Yeah. You'd want to give it a good, massage and circulate. So
a minimum of 5 minutes. Yeah. It's really important that you do sit with yourself and come into your body and give yourself that time. That's the most important thing. But you'll also find, it helps with the production of melatonin. So I always do mine at the end of the night.
To help you sleep and
relax. And it just chills me out that I know then that that's my self-care routine. It's like, okay, I'm done and I'm ready for bed then.
Okay. And a lot of people spend money on expensive creams and all sorts of things, and it's not really doing anything.
No.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.